Hello and welcome to my first review of 2021. I finally had my first haircut in 10 months, so I'm feeling a little bit lighter, and I thought we'd start off this year with another of my feel-good films for stressful times. Today's choice is the 1974 comedy horror classic Young Frankenstein. Young Frankenstein is directed by Mel Brooks from a script by Gene Wilder and Mel Brooks. The film stars Gene Wilder, Madeline Kahn, Marty Feldman, Terry Garr, Peter Boyle, and Cloris Leachman. When straight-laced American anatomy lecturer Dr. Frederick Frankenstein is lured to Transylvania after he inherits the estate of his notorious grandfather Dr. Victor Frankenstein, he has nothing but contempt for his notorious ancestors' strange experiments. But after discovering his grandfather's secret diaries, Frederick falls under the spell of the Frankenstein legacy and resumes the work of creating a monster. Now, what can I say about Young Frankenstein except that it is an all-time comedy classic and an absolute delight from start to finish. It's a film that has great fun with the conventions and cliches of the Universal Frankenstein movies of the 1930s, while also being a really affectionate homage to those films. And I think its greatest strength, aside from its exceptional cast of outstanding comedy performers, is in the quality of that homage. Something that really stood out to me on this viewing was how visually stunning this movie is. It really captures the look and feel of the movies of the 1930s and 40s in a way that few films have ever done. From the truly remarkable set design to the lush black and white photography and most especially the gorgeous lighting, Young Frankenstein really looks and feels exactly like the films it is sending up. Real love has gone into the making of this film, and it shows. There is nothing cheap about the look of this film. The sets are absolutely convincing in the context of 1930s and 40s horror, and for me this just adds another layer of enjoyment for horror movie film fans as well as for comedy fans. Young Frankenstein is one of those rare films where everything has come together perfectly. The quality of the production is absolutely on par with the quality of the script and of the amazing cast. Much like The Producers, which I reviewed in another one of these videos, this film features a cast of fabulously eccentric characters, all expertly played and all delightful. It's really hard to single out anyone here because the whole cast is so fantastic and they're all at the top of their game. Kenneth Mars as the police inspector is so bizarre and almost surreal, and I loved seeing him work with Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder again after his star turn in The Producers. Cloris Leachman turns in what must be one of the greatest supporting performances of all time in this movie as Frau Blucher, and every moment she's on screen is just utterly delightful. Madeline Kahn is just the queen of this type of comedy performance, and she is the perfect foil for Gene Wilder. And if you know how highly I esteem Gene Wilder, you will know what it means when I say I think she's every bit his equal. Terry Garr performs well in what is perhaps a more difficult role, as Inga is more of a straight character in relation to the very wild characters around her. Marty Feldman in the role of Igor is just sublime and brings to his performance some of the energy of Groucho Marx and also some of the feel of a Warner Brothers cartoon. He's just so mercurial and so playful. Peter Boyle as the monster is just full of surprises and is clearly having a great time playing with our expectations about the role of the monster. And he really covers the gamut of emotions here, from being quite scary to really goofy. But even among this fantastic ensemble of comedy greats, this remains very much Gene Wilder's picture. I've said it before, but I feel that Gene Wilder just makes everything better, and I think it would be impossible to watch this movie and not to smile, to laugh, to be delighted by his unique screen presence. Playing the mad scientist in this story, he is alarming and scary when he needs to be, but he is also whimsical and charming and, dare I say it, sexy. And no one plays mania on the screen with the same bristling energy that Gene Wilder brings. If you are looking for a film to lift your spirits, to distract you into the escapist world of 1930s monster movies, and to make you laugh, you could not do better than Young Frankenstein. Watch it and be amazed by the creative powers of Gene Wilder as a co-writer and performer. Watch it and appreciate the love and creativity that has gone into recreating so faithfully the look and feel of films of the past. It is a visually stunning as well as comedically delightful film, and let's not forget the gorgeous score by John Morris, which adds another layer of authenticity and loveliness to this remarkable film. If you've already seen Young Frankenstein, I don't need to tell you how wonderful it is. If you've never seen it, I can only urge you to watch it. If Young Frankenstein is already familiar to you, why not revisit it and be reminded of all the reasons why it is an absolute comedy classic. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye.